In the summer of 1910, a fire tears through the Northern Rockies, so vast it turns day into night, as far away as New England. In 36 hours, it kills 87 people and swallows 3 million acres of forest. But this fire does something stranger than burn. It teaches a lesson. And the lesson America learns from it may be the reason the West is still burning today. It is a dangerous summer to be a forest. The Northern Rockies have gone months without rain. Idaho, Montana, and Washington are dry to the root. Sparks from passing trains and strikes of dry lightning set thousands of small fires, smouldering through the timber all summer long. Fighting them is a government agency almost nobody believes in. The U.S. Forest Service is only 5 years old. It is underfunded, understaffed, and on trial. Its founder, Gifford Pinchot, has already been forced out in Washington. In Congress, powerful men are looking for a reason to gut the agency for good. The Forest Service has one job that summer: prove it can control fire. The mountains are about to answer for it. Saturday, August 20th. A cold front slams into the mountains and the wind climbs to hurricane force. The thousands of separate fires are lifted, fed, and driven together into a single wall of flame. The men who live through it call it the Blowup. Survivors describe a sound like 1,000 trains. The wind hurls burning trees through the air. The fire moves faster than a running horse. In roughly 36 hours, it burns an area the size of Connecticut. Whole towns are wiped off the map. 87 people die. Most of them are the firefighters sent in to hold the line. The smoke reaches the east coast. Ships far out in the Pacific lose the stars they steer by. Soot is said to fall on the ice of distant Greenland. When the ash finally cools, the young Forest Service is no longer on trial. Overnight, it is a hero. Newspapers carry the stories of men like Ranger Ed Pulaski, who held 45 of his crew inside a mine tunnel through the night and walked out alive. The agency Congress wanted to destroy instead watches its budget climb, and it takes one clear command away from the disaster: never again. But not everyone calls fire the enemy. In California, some foresters argue the opposite, that these forests need fire, that native tribes burned them lightly for centuries, and fighting every fire is the mistake. The Forest Service answers them fast. In 1912, its chief, Henry Graves, calls light burning nothing less than the advocacy of forest destruction. The debate is over. Fire will be fought. Fire becomes the enemy. The mission becomes total. Every fire, everywhere, is to be found and put out fast, before it can ever grow into another 1910. For the next 100 years, America fights fire exactly that way. And for a long time, it works. The big fires stop. But these forests were built to burn. Small, regular fires are how they clean themselves, clearing the dead wood and thinning the crowd of young trees before it grows too thick. Put every fire out, and that fuel does not disappear. It waits. Year after year, it piles deeper across the mountains. The men of 1910 looked at the worst fire they had ever seen and swore to stop the next one. Instead, quietly, they were building it. Every megafire that eats a western town today burns on more than a century of fuel we were too afraid to let go. The Big Burn never really ended in 1910. It taught a nation to fear fire, and then it waited. Thanks for watching. If you want more stories like this, subscribe so you don't miss the next one.